Let's turn our attention to the NBA. As we know, the Washington Wizards and the Boston Celtics, that series all tied at 2 as they head back to TD Garden. But the Wizards have won the last couple of games. Here's John Wall on Bradley Beal's impact in those wins.
Just be aggressive. You know what I mean? Like he said, he told y'all he was being passive, not trying to be aggressive and find his shot. And he shot a lot of threes that game. The last couple of games, he's not been shooting as many threes. He's been attacking the basket, getting inside the mid-range area. And that's when Brad is very more effective. I mean, he can shoot the three very well. He has a great, one of the best jumpers in the game. But when he's attacking the basket, he's a tougher person to guard.
Let's go next level-ish. Bradley Beal, not relying on his three-point shooting, at least not in the last 2 games, both Wizards wins. Tim, what do you think about the way Beal has attacked the basket at a higher percentage in games 3 and 4?
Well, I think it's just trying to balance out his game a little bit, where just not totally reliant on just shooting the three. Obviously, when you're struggling from there, you're going to try to figure out easier ways to get buckets, either out in transition or drive into the hoop. I think what has really made him a next-level type player, a borderline all-star, is he's more than just a shooter now. There was a conversation about 3 seasons ago, who is going to be the better shooting guard? Is it Bradley Beal and Klay Thompson? And then Klay Thompson was like,
pulled away.
By far.
Right.
Now, Bradley Beal's starting to gain ground on Klay Thompson. I still think Klay Thompson's probably a better 2 guard.
Okay.
But he's not that much better. I'm not really sure he's even a whole world better. I think he's a little bit better. But as long as Bradley Beal could stay on the floor, that's been the big thing for him this year, CT. He's played. Remember before the season, Clement, they were saying that he may be on a minutes restriction.
Right.
And then he goes out there, gets that huge contract. John Wall says, I'm not pissed off. We all know John Wall was pissed off.
But he got over it, though.
Apparently.
Put that in the past.
They had such a weird season where they got off such a bad start. Then they were playing the best basketball in the NBA. But Bradley Beal, I think, is emerging as one of the best 2 guards in all of the NBA. And they're not that far away. They're not going to win the NBA championship this year. If they picked up another big-time player, Blake Griffin, they could win an NBA championship. Do you think that's true?
Not as long as LeBron is in the East. I mean, LeBron is the guy in the East for, the foreseeable future, no matter what.
You think if they would have picked up Durant, they could win an NBA championship? Because that was he didn't even take an interview.
He didn't give him a time of day, but a lot of people thought KD to DC just never materialized.
I don't know. From what I watched this year, and they played the Cavs pretty competitive in the regular season, I don't think they're that far away from really legit winning an NBA title, but they need to get another superstar out there because there's only 2 teams that can win an NBA championship this year. If you watch the NBA, you know who they are. The Wizards, though, they may be that next team, ahead of the Spurs, ahead of the Rockets as far as not that far away, 1 piece away from winning the title.
Certainly that backcourt, though, with Bradley Beal and John Wall, they are legit.